And we'll be moving on to the quarterfinals to take on Gabriela Bryan here at the MEO Rip Curl Pro Portugal, presented by Corona. Right into a wrapping cutback for the Australian. I.Robinson attacking that oncoming section, and she will kick out of her opener.
Out of it on the end was nice. I really like the way this young lady serves, though, Jess.
Yeah, she's just very solid in her foot. Amazing at what she does, mostly in these opening up conditions, like when you see nice walls in front, she can really lay it down, and she's very powerful.
A lot of options there as we watch now the opener from Bettylou, who had an incredible performance this morning. Throws down the wrap. This is one of those waves that kind of has a slopey open face, but she's able to get a few wrapping turns in. Now running towards the finish. Still chasing it. It'll make her wait for it. There's a little layback, and I enjoyed how she put a lot into a small section. Wasn't anticipating a turn like that going down. Great job to Bettylou, Jesse.
Most of it.
Let's watch it from the beginning, Waz.
Yeah, you know, the first turn, I think, was, you know, where all the money was, and then she comes to the inside. She's just waiting and waiting and working for it, and then just jamboree on the inside corner. You know, it's a surprise for all of us, as, you know, bang. I like it. I think that, you know, for her to keep with it, get an extra.
Got 7 mil through that, and honestly, it's been life-changing. I feel amazing. It's the sanest I've ever felt. It's been a little tricky navigating during the season, just like with the kind of pressure points it's put on other parts of my brain.
Titles to, yes, be one of the best ever to compete. It's just beyond impressive as we get caught up with this one. Controlling some warble off the bottom was Bettylou, and she made it count with a couple of big connections, Jesse.
Impressive combo, and what I most like about this wave is actually the transition in between the turns. You see the first carve, very nice right here, but there's a downtime, and she just lets the board roll. The board's doing the job, and she just waits it for that steep section again and just finish it off strong. That was an amazing 2-turn combo.
I feel like that's fun to watch, and I feel like she's always ready to attack.
Chip it into a fun-looking peak out in front of the open face. Coiling up and turning hard in the pocket now for the second time. 2 great turns for Bettylou. And chipping the inside corner and will just ride out. Amazing connection so far in this matchup. Looking to improve on a 3.83.
That was a gift given to Bettylou right there without priority, because that was a beautiful wave. 2 huge first carves and then just finish it off strong. Got a little stuck right there, but that's fine. She still came out. She still rode out the whitewash, and she's definitely going to capitalize.
Nice bottom turn to set up the first hook.
Come on. This is just like really, really well-surfed wave that, you know, she's putting the rails in. I mean, look at those turns, turning the shoulders. All the technique is there. A lot of engaged power through the board and the rail line, and then pushing on the fins off the end. You know, I just, you gotta give that a big score right there. That's going to be a really solid score for Bettylou. Kind of getting excited.
Oh, this angle! I mean, look how fun that looks. Oh my goodness, it's making me uncomfortable as we watch this. I.Robinson, beautiful. Oh, right there, got stuck right at the end of a nice looking top turn. That you can enjoy on WorldSurfLeague.com, going over all the major moments that went down at the Lexus Pipe Pro as we wind up with I.Robinson. Coming off the wrapping cut back, the Australian jams it again, throws down a little lean back into the finishing section, and will hang on for the finish. Good news, and for Riss, we're not sure what her intentions will be in the future as we look at this angle from I.Robinson was.
Yeah, the wave let her down right in the beginning, but really she kind of came to her at the, you know, the second half of the wave, giving her a couple of more opportunities. So, you know, she's definitely climbing away from that low score, but she's got a lot of work to do. You know, Betty's put her in a position to where she's really going to have to find just the right wave to give her that 2-turn combo with those steep sections. That wave kind of was flat, didn't have the lip line that was, you know, up in front of her and kind of throwing at her, which, you know, she needs to get that board up and get those fins out. She's got the angle on the board when she hits the lip.
In the CT Shaper rankings, just with a couple of team riders last season, as we've got The wrapping turn from Bettylou. Nice clean wrapping cutback. Fades it to set up an inside track, and she'll throw down that knifing finishing move once again. This time keeps the fins locked in. Finishing with a lot of control. Looking to better a 6.67.
Like Strider mentioned, just this last wave from India was just not steep enough, and you see every wave that Bettylou took off on that had that steep first section, she was able to open up and get critical, and just smart surfing after and just pushing it very hard every finish she got. So yeah, she's looking great.
Well, if you watch the end of the ride, not the turn, but the body language after the turn, I mean, obviously that was insane, beautiful work, but the way that she stands up out of it right here,
she was actually more successful in the past, but different type of season unfolding for Sakura as she lays it down. A little speed bump there, but I think she knew the intensity of staying in the pocket on the wedge. She just had to jam it real quick. Now finding flow on the inside corner. A little slap to finish for the women from the North Shore of Oahu. 90 seconds to go. Let's have a look at the last of Bettylou, Jesse.
Started well on the rail right there, but like you mentioned, there's a little lump in the middle, and she ended up kind of losing. And the rest was just kind of finishing it off like nothing much. Just great rail surfing, connecting the dots, and finish it off strong. Her finishes have been very impressive, as much as her starts as well. And that's what the judges like the most, like the first big turn, and they remember the most the last one. So it's the freshers in their head. So she's just being smart overall.
Sometimes too, when the wave's just shrinking in size, to throw something so big at that point, especially when you're riding the wave for about 4 or 5 sections, it's really impressive. See how talented these ladies are.
Yeah, and I think what Jesse said, you know, there's kind of like a roller coaster ride, right? The first turn, bang, and then there was a lot of downtime, and then all of a sudden you go right straight back up. India.
Oh. Tangled up on the takeoff. Minute 25 to go. India should have enough time to reset, hopefully for another opportunity. But the big 7.5 was a critical turning point against I.Robinson, getting that wave under priority and really put this thing away.